The U.S. Supreme Court heard arguments today over Maine's school voucher program and religious schools. Maine law says the state will pay for public or private schools that accept students who don't have high schools in their own communities.
But not if that school is religion-based. The lawsuit the High Court heard today seeks to force Maine to expand the tuition program to include those schools. Here's News Center Maine's Carly Dion.
The Carson family has lived in Glenburn for more than 20 years. Their daughter went to Bangor Christian School from kindergarten through high school.
It was the best fit for her.
Amy Carson says since Glenburn does not have a high school, their daughter's tuition should be covered under Maine's tuition assistance program. The state disagrees. So she filed this lawsuit with two other families in Penobscot and Waldo counties in 2018.
You never thought you'd get to this point, but it's really rewarding to get to this point and see what happens next.
This point, the U.S. Supreme Court oral hearings of Carson v. Macon, suing the state of Maine, claiming the state's tuition assistance program is unconstitutional because it does not provide funding to students who attend religious schools. Michael Bindis is representing the families.
The First Circuit recognized that Maine cannot discriminate against students or schools because they are religious, but it held the state is perfectly free to discriminate against students or schools because they do religious things.
As it stands, Maine law entitles every child to a free public education. In districts without schools, funding is provided for students to study at other public or private schools as long as it is not associated with any religion or religious entity.
And that school can be in Maine, it can be out of Maine, it can be public, private, it can even be out of the country.
But the state argues the law does not discriminate against religion.
The reason that schools that promote a particular faith are not eligible to participate is simple. Maine has determined that as a matter of public policy, public education should be religiously neutral.
Bindis disagrees.
Government cannot favor religion, but nor can it disfavor religion.
Peter Brand is a former state solicitor for the Maine Attorney General's office. He successfully defended the law against similar claims of religious discrimination in years past. He says this tuition program is funded by tax dollars.
People have the right to decide they don't want to subsidize a religious school with their public tax dollars.
Brand also believes there's a good chance the Supreme Court will deem Maine's law unconstitutional, favoring tax dollar support for students attending religious-affiliated schools.
This Supreme Court has been very fiercely defensive of religious rights and has struck down a number of laws where public benefits are being made available and said they have to also be made available to religious institutions.
Attorney Bindis shares this confidence and believes the families will win. Carly Dion, News Center, Maine.
It is expected that the Supreme Court will issue an opinion on this case in the spring.